Ranch. I'm Susan, your hostess. I'm going to share this out real quick. Alrighty, I'm back. Y'all, I have started keto and I want to talk to y'all a little bit about that, but we're going to have some thrifty fun. I'm going to talk about what I'm allowed to have, what changes I'm going to make to the keto diet because of certain issues that I have. And it's not going to be completely 100% keto, let's put it that way. It will be low glycemic index food items that I can have. And I'm going to be experimenting a lot with a lot of things. So we're going to be getting into this in just a moment, but I wanted to wait and let everybody catch on that I am live. I'm going early this morning. It's super, super exciting to be with my friends. Y'all, I hope everybody's had a great weekend. Hey, Life of Tanisha, welcome in. Happy Monday to you. If you would do me a favor, just share this out on your community tab. Smash those thumbs up. I would have really, really appreciate it. I feel like my camera is just a little bit off center, so I'm going to move it just a tad. We went to the Amish community over the weekend. Hey, Jake, welcome in. So glad that you're here. We went to the Amish community and we did some thrifty fun. I did thrifty fun on Friday when I went to the doctor. I've got a health problem. We're going to be talking about that. Hey, Templin Acres, welcome in. Welcome in. So glad that you're here. I appreciate you sharing it out, Jake. That's always a wonderful thing. Sharing is caring. So thank you very much for doing that. How are y'all liking these Monday vertical lives that I'm doing? I'm just curious, and I know I feel like I'm sitting on the very bottom of the screen. I've got my tripod as low as it will go. I'm in my living room. I opted to do it in here today because I've got a lot of work to do in my kitchen. I've got to get it set up for canning some turnip greens. We bought 22 pounds of turnip greens, y'all. I know I'm out of my mind, but 22 pounds of turnip greens, and I've got to get them processed today so that I can get them on my pantry shelf. So good so far. That's great. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you, Tanisha, for sharing that out. I appreciate that so, so much. So we bought 22 pounds of turnip greens, and it was $22. So it was $1 a pound. And I do not know why I'm getting these messages, held for review things. It's saying that the collaboration, okay, so that one's for the collaboration. So I'm going to go ahead and show that. Come on, show. Okay, another moderator just handled that. Okay, great. So if the Nightbot's popping up, that's perfectly okay. So thank y'all for that. Hey, Elliot with AR Patriot 1776. I'm getting an early start this morning. I got up this morning. I've already had my shower and my hair's still drying. Gone out to the birds, took care of all of them. I haven't even had my breakfast yet, y'all, but I'm going to have that very, very shortly. So I bought 22 pounds of turnip greens, just the greens, no turnips, and I've got to get them washed, cleaned, washed, and cooked down so I can get them jarred up and into my pantry. So this is probably going to be an all-day, if not two-day event for 22 pounds of turnip greens. It was a lot of greens. 2 great big red bags that they usually put a bushel of beans in. So it's going to be an all-day event for me. And so I don't know if I'm going to film it or not. I may not film it. I just don't know. But we did go to the Amish community. We also picked up something that I like in place of potatoes. And these are the butternut squash. And so I've picked up 6 of these. These will last in my pantry for about 6 months. So I don't want to overload my pantry. We'll do these once in a blue moon in place of potatoes, and I like to do them fried. So these are really good fried, but you can also make soups with these and other items. So I wanted to show you show you those. I don't even know how much we paid for that. I'll be honest with you. I picked up some of these burpless cucumbers. I'm going to actually dehydrate these and turn them into cucumber chips, so I can have those as a low carb snack. Hello, Echo, living my best life at 60. So this will be a low carb snack that I can, pull out of the pantry and eat on. And I wish I had done this sooner, because then I would have a good stock in my pantry. They haven't been having any zucchini, and I think their zucchini plants are starting to produce now. So I've got some zucchini here, and I bought some more baby yellow squash. We like the young squash. And I'm going to cut this up, and I'm going to probably have that for supper tonight. But the zucchini you can turn into zoodles, which is a low carb option for your noodles, and it's quite tasty, and you don't have to cook it long. Maybe a couple of minutes and they're done. So I've got a manual zoodler, and then I have an electric zoodler, so I can do it either way. So those are some of the low carb vegetables that I picked up, along with my turnip greens. I'm really excited about having all of these. I have to be careful with the greens because of a fast blood clot disorder that I have. Tommaso Rocci, welcome in. Thank you for the compliment, but watch your language. I am a married lady. My husband would not like that too much. Yeah, the zucchini noodles, you can do them up in a little bit of butter or olive oil, and you can add seasonings into them and eat them as a side. I mean, it's just really, really a good option. So the keto-friendly foods that I can eat, Hey Adventures in Gardening, are just about any meat, fatty seafood, most fats and oils, high-fat dairy, which I love my raw whole milk, so I'm glad I can keep that on there, cauliflower, broccoli, zucchini, green beans, peppers, eggplants, tomatoes, asparagus, cucumber, onions, mushrooms, spinach, most nuts, olives, berries in moderation, coffee and tea, all spices, and some sweeteners. So that is basically the keto diet. What I can't have or shouldn't have are bread, rice, pasta, most fruits, which was really shocking to me, corn, potatoes, beans, any kind of sweets, juice, bottled condiments, and low-fat dairy. Now, I am changing the diet a little bit because I'm a diabetic and I need certain things to go in my diabetic diet. One of them is fiber. Anybody that has ever had IBS will know that you need your fiber. And I will get a little bit of fiber from some of the vegetables, but not quite enough. And we love beans. So beans are going to stay in. Now, that may spike my glucose a little bit. If I do it sparingly, I think it'll be okay. I'm kind of going with the Fit for Life program that I did many, many years ago. A little bit on that because beans was included. There were several things that were included. And there's a lot of low-carb, keto-friendly food options out in the grocery stores now, which is a good thing, although you're going to pay a price for those items. That's wonderful, Echo. She says she's eating a high-protein, low-carb since she had her weight loss surgery in July. That's awesome. And y'all, I am down between 65 and 70 pounds, and I've been there for about 5 years now. I haven't gained the weight back. I've gained a few pounds back when I went back on the insulin. But that's going to fall off. I'm not going to be crying over 7 pounds. I gained 7 pounds. But I had a reaction to the Lantus, and it's a slow release insulin for your body. I think that's how it's said. So this is the last drug option I had for diabetes, basically. I'm allergic to everything, And I was like, well, what can I do about this? Well, I know keto is diabetic friendly. And I know that a lot of people have really good results on keto. So I'm going to stick mainly to the keto list that I've made. I'm actually going to stick this on my refrigerator. I wrote it on the back of an envelope. And then I'm going to sparingly be using the beans. And I probably will be adding some fruit in, because we know that bananas are good for you, and apples, things like that are good for diabetics. And of course, the berries are good for the diabetics. I'm going to be avoiding bread, rice, pasta completely. Why are these things are driving me nuts? Potentially inappropriate message are held for review. This feature can be disabled in your settings. So I'll have to go to settings and that was weird. Weird. I had to go over and change the settings on this, so y'all excuse me for just a minute. Yes, I agree with you. Crazy Google. So I'm going to be doing as much keto friendly stuff as I can. I may never reach ketosis, I don't know. Hey, Musgrave Family Farm, welcome in. But for the last 2 days, I've been able to stick pretty much to the diet. Jennifer Ocean Homestead, welcome in. Vertical lives cause a lot of problems, I find. Yes. Well, I'm still learning the ropes, so we're going to figure this all out. So, I'm doing the keto, kinda, sorta, in a way. And it's mostly going to be what I've been already doing, which is the UK plate method, where it's a visual. You see your meat portion, and then you have your salads or your fruit portions, and it's how you set it up on your plate. And it's low glycemic, low carb index foods that I will be consuming. So it's mostly diabetic friendly foods. So keto is great for, especially if you want to lose a lot of weight fast, from what I understand, and your body does make a difference. Right now, my body is craving the carbs because I have cut out all the carbs, or for the most part. So my body's going to probably go into ketosis flu, which, I'm okay with that. But I'm going to try to keep my beans in my diet. Beans are just a staple in our house, and I'm not ready to give them up. Even my diabetic doctor says, you don't need to eat the beans. I said, I need the fiber. So, you got all these health issues, and one fights against the other. And when we have to cut foods out to preserve our health, there's something wrong, literally wrong, with our food industry and our medical industry. I'm just going to put it out there. So I am not a doctor. I am not a health nutrition technician, none of that thing. But I'm very, very concerned about my health, especially now that I have no prescription medications to help me control my diabetes. So one of the things I am doing is I'm taking a teaspoon of cinnamon and putting it in hot water at night, letting it sit overnight, and then I'm going to put it in a quart jar the next morning. I'm going to shake it up, put it in a quart jar, and I'm going to sip on it throughout the day, because cinnamon is known to help control sugar spikes. And there's many teas out there and things that I can go to that will help me along the way. We are also doing mulberry leaf in the capsule form. We found it online. I'm looking for it in the tea form. Mulberry leaf and mulberries are diabetic friendly, and they will help control sugar spikes. So I'm excited about finding out what works for me, because it may not work for everybody. So, hey, Victoria G., welcome in. So I'm going to be drinking these teas throughout the day, and it's like having flavored water, y'all, when you drink these teas. I love a red zinger. Red zinger is my go-to tea, and I can mix that in with my cinnamon water. Or I can mix in another herb like holy basil with my cinnamon water and make a holy basil tea and just mix it into the water. And I'm getting all those health benefits from that. So I'm going to be doing that. Holy basil, I need to find out what the vitamin K content is before I really dive all the way in. But I tried it with 1 teaspoon, and most websites I saw, you said you needed 2 to 3 teaspoons of the holy basil in a tea to really reap the benefits of it. Hey, Rebecca, Touched by Yarn, welcome in. So I'm going kind of keto. I know I've put out some keto friendly meals that I did the first day. Yesterday, I did really well. We had a women's ministry meeting at our church, and it was potluck, and I'm thinking, potluck, I'm not going to have anything keto friendly there. But they did, and I was really surprised. They had a lot of meats and cheeses, and green beans was a side, things like that that I knew I could eat. They had some cabbage with sausage or hot dogs in it. What else did they have? Oh, I made little pinwheels with some low carb tortillas, and it was meat and cheese. And I did take some of my homemade pasta sauce or my homemade spaghetti sauce. Hey, Deanna with Dee's Garden Adventures, welcome in. And I spread it on the tortilla, so it was just barely there, but it was enough to give it a little bit of a flavor. And so I rolled those up, and I made pinwheels with those. I also cut up some kielbasa and did them up in a skillet and took those as well. And then the dessert table had one low carb dessert there, and it was a strawberry pie. And I only got a little, like maybe a teaspoon was left in the pan. So I got that, and I did cheat. I had a piece of key lime pie, but it was a little bitty tiny piece, so it was just a little cheat. And my sugar was good last night. It was I think it was 169 or something like that, and it didn't spike overnight. So that little cheat did not hurt me that bad. I am hypoglycemic. Let's see. Yeah, hypoglycemic, which means your sugar can drop really quick. So I have to keep some sweets available to boost my carbs immediately so that I come out of that, so I don't go into a coma or anything like that. So those things I know. And so I can't go 100% keto, but I can try to control what I'm eating. And y'all, you are what you eat. Your food is your medicine. So my doctor was not happy with me for doing this. Hey, Tina, Life in the Piedmont, welcome in. My doctor's not happy with me doing this. She says, I'm going to give you 3 months, and then you're going to go to an endocrinologist. And I told her, no, I'm not seeing an endocrinologist. There's no more medications available to me, so why would I waste my insurance going to a doctor that can't help me? And the state of Tennessee, naturopathic doctors are not allowed in the state of Tennessee, so I'm kind of stuck on what I can do. But there are places I can go, like health food stores and places like that, that I can learn and glean from the knowledge of the staff there. And I'm going to be doing a lot more of this. Now, I said it wasn't cheap. I had to do some shopping this week. I think we got out of the store with about $120 for keto items. Yeah, keto items. I don't wear a glucose monitor, but I do take my sugar daily. I take it twice a day. I've got enough strips I can do it 3 or 4 times a day if I need to. So I may be doing it more throughout the day to see how my sugar is doing and kind of chart it. But other than that, this is where I'm at. I'm going to be walking more. I've got a little exercise bike outside that I can pedal to strengthen my legs. Trying to exercise a little more and just get healthy. The idea is to get healthy and get the sugar under control. I think once the sugar comes under control, I will have less side effects that I was feeling. And y'all, I had a list like this of side effects from that medication. Now, none of them were life-threatening, but it was affecting my health. I was having fatigue, brain fog, memory loss, the neuropathy. I had polyneuropathy, and so that was like triple what it was, and it's starting to subside some. I don't know if my doctor would even be happier if I wear a monitor. She did not even offer that. So, you know, that was just a thing. She did not offer that. And I'm not real thrilled about putting something on my body to monitor sugar or whatever that they have to attach to the skin. I'm just not real happy about that. So we may not do that. But I am doing things that is going to make a difference. And so when I noticed that I was having, I was being forgetful because I totally forgot about Gail's live the other day. I mean, I knew about it that morning, and then I looked at the clock, and it was almost over. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even get myself up on panel. My computers was acting up. I couldn't even get up on the panel anyway. And I was so apologetic to her, and she's so gracious, and she understood. But these things were happening because of the medication, and I did not like that. So I listed out everything, and I told the doctor, I said, you go look online, and every one of these is related to insulin when people are taking insulin. I talked to her about my mother having Alzheimer's, and that, you know, I was reading that Alzheimer's can be a side effect. And she says, oh, no, it's not from the insulin. It's just because of your body. I'm like, well, that's not what I read, you know. So I wanted to make sure that she understood that I'm doing the research, and it's my body, and I'm going to do everything in my power to get this under control. I do believe that this is a parasite that causes diabetes. I really and truly do. They were talking about this alien mass that forms around the pancreas. Well, that sounds like parasites of some sort. So would a parasite cleanse for the pancreas be something that I need to do? It may be something that I do in the future. Some of these herbal teas will take care of that automatically because they are anti-parasitic in nature. So I'm going to be looking more into that. I have joined several keto groups and diabetic groups on Facebook. Y'all, I am back on Facebook. And so I've joined those, and I'm going to be looking at the recipes and different things that I can do for my body to get me well. Hey, Gail, welcome in. I'm so glad that you're here. So that is going to be my journey to better health. I'm going to put it this way. I really, really want a cheering squad behind me to help me along the way. Yeah, Victoria, the possible side effects of different medications. It blows your mind. It really does. And y'all, it's all chemicals. They're pumping chemicals into our bodies. So medications, you know, I'm trying to get off all the medications totally. My blood pressure is doing so much better. That's just one of the medications I take. But I do have tachycardia, so I don't know if they'll ever take me off that. My pain levels, losing weight, my pain levels have gone down. So things like that have benefited me. And I'm looking for alternatives to everything that I'm taking prescription-wise. And I told my doctor, I said, one day I'm going to walk in here and you're not going to be able to offer me another prescription drug. The sad thing is that these pharmaceuticals are out for money, They're not out to heal us. These drugs cover some of the side effects that we're having. They're not healing us. So the medical industry has gotten completely away from penicillin, which was natural, to all of this stuff that we're being given every time we go in. And we used to go to the doctor when we were sick, but now I go to the doctor for wellness visits. Tina, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Hey, Nancy with Our Treasured Home. Welcome in. Welcome in. Appreciate you coming in. Y'all, I ran into a lady at the antique mall, and she has cancer. She's a Christian. I felt compelled to speak with her. Yeah, I will be cautious about the cinnamon with blood pressure. Thank you for telling me that. So she has cancer, but she was also a naturalist. Her mother was a naturalist. She has a book that her mother handwritten notes in. She said it's falling apart. She says, but I have been using that for years. And she was using soursop and some other anti-cancer things long before she developed cancer. And she said that her oncologist told her to keep doing those because she should have been stage 4 when she came in, and she wasn't. So I want everybody to pray for her. Her name is Sherry. I don't think she'll mind me telling that much of the story. But it was such a pleasure. I get up in the mornings when I do have to go into town or do anything. I always pray for God to help me meet my assignments. That day he gave me 2. One of them was a lady at Goodwill was talking, and she says, I need to find a good church to attend. So I told her about my church. And then another lady piped in. She said, well, that's my church, and I love it there. And then there was a young girl sitting down on the floor going through some books, and she says, I just recently started going there as part of their youth ministry. And she says, I absolutely love it. So we had 3 confirmations for this lady to come try this church out. Now, whether or not she comes, that's up to her. I don't know if she will. We will find out. But I thought that was great. That was number 1. And then number 2 was Miss Sherry. So I was thankful I was able to do that. Meet your assignments, people, because I'm telling you, time is growing short. We don't know how much time we have left. And y'all can see all the evil in the world today. And our children are being blindsided, or young adults are being blindsided to all of this stuff out in the world that is attracting their attention. And they're missing out on the love of God filling that empty space in their hearts. Yes. One of the things I told Miss Sherry was the first thing out of my mouth was, God says to fear not what man can do to us. And she says, yes. And I started talking to her, and I told her about, my sister-in-law's battle with cancer, and how she clung to her faith through the whole ordeal. And, some of her decisions were not the right decisions, and she ultimately passed, not because of the cancer, but what the radiation did to her body. So it was sad to see her go, but I knew where she was going. And like I told her, I said, if you're a believer, you're a winner either way. And she said, absolutely. And she says, I am a believer. So I knew, that she was. So, we don't have to face life with fear of what man can do to us. And this is a part of my journey as well, because I am taking control of my life. I am saying no to things that I know are no longer going to work for me or no good for my body. Y'all, I have cut out all the garbage that comes from the grocery stores. We barely ever shop the grocery store anymore. My grocery store is my pantry. We don't buy boxed meals with long list of items or ingredients. If it doesn't have simple ingredients, I'm not purchasing it. We still may be getting things through some of these items because they're commercially raised and grown and produced, but we're not getting near what we would be getting with this long list of synthetics that they're putting into our food. It's not real food, y'all. It's not real food. So I wanted to share that with y'all. Yeah, radiation is awful. Chemo's awful. So I was on a chemo drug for a short time for the lupus, and it did pull me out of the lupus, but I started losing my hair, and I told the doctor, I said, I'm off this. I'm not going to go through that and lose my hair. So anyway, that's my health journey. So y'all stick with me, and let's see what we can do to improve our health together, because I know everybody out here has probably got something that they want to change health-wise. Rebecca says, when I go to the pantry, I don't get any of the stuff that is man-made. I get things that I have cooked here at home. Absolutely. You know exactly what you're eating because you put it together. Y'all, I'm excited about this. I really, really am. So let's get to the thrift store stuff. How about that? I got another jar. This is almost a half gallon, I would say. It was $1.99 at Goodwill. I don't pick up jars like this very often. I try to find them for 99 cents or less, but occasionally I will pick those up. And I got this jar at the antique mall. Y'all know I love these Bonnie Mammon jars. You can in these. You can and put jellies and stuff in this. The gaskets are still good. There's ways to preserve that gasket. I will talk about that one of these days on a video. This was $2. These are real good for your spices or dry goods or anything like that. So I buy these. Yes, I do. And if I ever come short on canning jars, I can pull these out. I think there are 12, 14, or 16 ounces. I can't remember. But it's a great jar, and you can recan in these. So that's the 2 jars that I picked up. I picked up this adorable little pumpkin. I thought that was real cute. I've got a little red truck. I didn't have a pumpkin for it. And I usually put, you know, like Christmas time, I'll put a Christmas tree on it. Easter, I decorate it with some little baby chicks and little colored eggs. Just a little tiny bit of decoration for our home, because we are in a small home. It's hard to decorate. And it was 39 cents. I couldn't believe it, 39 cents. So we're going to get that over there on my little red truck. Styling those thrifty items. I did save my receipts, and so I can remember the prices, especially for the antique mall. I picked up some items for my giveaway, Scarecrow giveaway. I'm not going to show you those. Those are going to be a surprise, but that's October the 2nd during my Wednesday live. So you have to be present to win. You need to go and comment on all the videos in that playlist, because I'm going to be drawing from those, and I'm going to be drawing from the collaborators that have joined in as well. And maybe a few people in the comment section of the chat will also win some prizes. So I spent $32.85. And Gail's going to be doing a ministry tomorrow with her mom and another lady. That's awesome. And then I went to Hunt's thrift store. We like that little thrift store. But the prices are going up. They price everything in Nashville. Well, we're not in Nashville, so they're priced a little bit higher than what we are willing to pay for a lot of items. But I did spend $13.15 there. You're going to see that in a moment. Goodwill. I bought the jar, and I bought some books. I spent $7.65. So it wasn't a whole lot of money. I think the most I spent was on the items that I'm going to be gifting during that Scarecrow 24. So let's look and see what I purchased this week. Let me set that aside. One of the things I picked up was this little organizer. It was 99 cents. I did notice that one page had been used, so I won't be gifting this out. But it's got a perpetual, well, it's got a calendar in here, and you write in the dates. So you write in your date. And I like this because I can use this for any of my collaborations and stuff like that to keep up with. And I'll know when I need to put out a video for a collaboration, which I do have a lot of them coming out in October, y'all. It's got a cute little notepad. And, y'all, it's got little Bible verses at the bottom. It is NIV. I don't use NIV, but it's still really sweet. And then it's got an address book. We don't use address books anymore, do we, folks? But this would be really good for me to write doctor's numbers in, emergency numbers, so forth, and keep this in my purse so that if anything happens, it would be available. So I thought that would be really, really great. Let me get it folded back up the way it's supposed to go. Not bad for 99 cents. And it's called A Beautiful Life Collection. Beautiful Life Collection. So that was one item. Let me get a drink of my cinnamon water. I've opened these packages up, so y'all have to pardon me for a moment. But these are patterns. I paid $5.99 for all the patterns. Hey, Christy, welcome in. Christy Bett, my neighbor from the next town over. So these are patterns, and I picked up 2 packages like this, y'all. This is a embroidery pattern, but it's for quilts, for quilt blocks. I am going to get back into my crafts some way, somehow. I have to get back into my crafts for my sanity. This is a rub-on transfer. I thought it was really, really cute. Isn't that adorable? Just adorable. You go look up the prices on some of these things individually. $5.99 was nothing to pay. This one is another quilt. I think this is quilting as well. Isn't that pretty? That would be beautiful on a quilt for Christmas. So some of these I may be gifting because I will never do them. And they're brand new in the package, the majority of them. I thought this one was really cute, and I was thinking, well, I may not do it as a quilt, but I may use it as decorations on aprons. There are little farm animals, and I'm trying to get it in the screen where you can see them. Little farm animals. It's got a cow, a pig, chickens, a horse, and sheep on it. And this one has the price tag. It was $7, so I've already saved all that money. Just adorable little things. This is really whimsical. This is more for Halloween or things like that. So this might be something I donate as well. I thought that was really cute. That was inside the package. I don't do Halloween, y'all. I do fall. Hey, Joy, welcome in. I'm so glad that you're here. That's Smoky Mountain Blessed. And if I miss anybody in chat, do forgive me because I am going through this bag. This is kind of cute. I don't think I'll ever make these, but they're called island pants. It's a pattern for island pants. So I may put that into a giveaway as well. And I will be pulling some of this and put into a future giveaway. This is a beautiful bear hug quilt works called Talmage. And that is really pretty. And they got it back here in green as well. So you could do it in different colors. I probably won't be doing this one, but it would be a great giveaway item. This is a wall hanging, and it's a snowman tree. Isn't that cute? Now that one I might do because I love Christmas. So anytime I can do Christmas, I might do something like that. You have taco soup in the crock pot. That sounds really good today. Oh, this is a bigger book. This is the Great Granny Squared. And so it gives you ideas of how to do some different granny squares. And I like granny squares. Quilting is really simple quilting, and I can learn some skills from that. So that was a good book in there. This one is probably one that I'm going to give away as well. And it is a Christmas one for a beautiful Christmas block. Now, they wrote on it, so it has been used. So this is probably one that has been used. And I thought that would be really cute for someone that likes to quilt. And let me get rid of that bag. I don't need that anymore. And then this last one is A Merry Little Christmas. And it is just adorable. It's got candy canes, y'all. Little candy canes all the way around it. It's really, really cute. Thank you for coming in, Donnie. That's Storyteller Donnie. So the second package was the same price. Big package, y'all. And again, some of these will be giveaway items. Now this one is a little bit dark to see, but it's called Bare Necessities. And that's just adorable. And it is a quilt pattern. And I do believe there may be some embroidery involved in that as well. It talks about what it's needed on the back of that. And here's another one I thought was really, really cute. Now this one I'll probably keep because I like the primitives. So that one I probably will keep, and I probably will make up hand towels or something with that. I thought that would be really adorable. Here is another pattern for Christmas. It's called Tall Pines. These would be just adorable. You know, you could put these on towels. You could put these on packages. You could make these up as cards and all kinds of things. Just great ideas to come out of this. And here's another one. It's called Stitching Friends Forever. And it's two little snowmen or snow women. And they give you the stitches on the back, y'all, that you use. So some of these, like I said, will be in giveaways, future giveaways. Hey, Aman, welcome in. I believe in the Holy Ghost. I believe in the Holy Ghost. That is God dwelling within me. I absolutely do believe in that. This was really cute. This is one of the reasons I picked this package up. I just thought that was an adorable scarecrow. And I think I might be doing this for next year's scarecrow giveaway. Isn't that cute? So, really, you know, I look for ideas all the time. This one is a summer kitchen quilt, but it's got all kinds of little cute things that you could put on towels or, you know, just really adorable. And this one is Grandma's recipe box, which I thought was really cute too. And again, I would use these maybe on hand towels or something like that. It's got some recipes on here. 1 dozen eggs, 1 cup of mayo. That's a lot of mayonnaise for deviled eggs. So I don't think the measurements are right. Yeah. And then this one is canning related. And I saw this. I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. Isn't that cute? Very, very cute. One of them's got cherries in it, and I think the other one's got peaches or something like that. Really, really cute. And again, I can do these on hand towels, or I can make a canning quilt to put on my counter for my canning jars with that. Oh, awesome. I'm just super, super excited about this. These are for dish towels. Very vintage looking, y'all. Very vintage. That's hand embroidery. This one was also another canning jar and the little chicks. And I thought, oh my gosh, look at that. Garlic dill pickles. And look at the little chickens. Oh my goodness. So this was $5.99 a bag, so $6, so $12 for all of these patterns, y'all. I'm still going through this bag. This is a geranium pitcher. Isn't that beautiful? This is definitely got some embroidery floss, colored pencils, stuff like that. It tells you all the things that you need. Here is another one that would be a border on a towel. It's Grandma's perfect pie crust. Isn't that beautiful? Love the little blue bird. These are what I would call Pennsylvania Dutch type things. This is definitely got the Dutch theme going on. And again with the canning jars. Love it. Or that salt and pepper. Love it, love it, love it. Hey, Team Jesus Ministers, welcome in. And then there was vintage tools. Look at this. Vintage tools. So these are items that I can embroider and do things with. And I thought these would be really easy. I can sit down in the evening and maybe work on something. Oh my gosh. Aprons, y'all. Aprons. Oh my gosh. Y'all know how I am about my aprons, so I was excited to get that one as well. And then this one is called Mom's Cherry Pie. I'm almost done with this bag, y'all. I'm sorry I'm taking so long. We're going to get to the books here in just a moment that I picked up. I'm excited about them as well. Get rid of that bag. This one will probably be one that I give away. It is a Victorian Rose quilt pattern. And it's definitely got some embroidery on it. It's beautiful. And the last but not least is Harvest Hopscotch. And this will probably be something else that I will work on. I'll probably use those for tea towels, those little blocks. Or I may put a quilt together, I don't know. But I thought that was just absolutely darling. So those are all the patterns that I picked up. And I don't see these items very often, so when I pick them up, I try to get all of them I can. I picked this up. It's the Amish Christmas Cookbook. This is a newer book, y'all. It was regularly $19.99, but I paid $1.29. There's the regular price down here at the bottom, $19.99. And it's got the recipe in here for tomato gravy and all kinds of breads and things that I'm not going to be able to eat. Breakfast casseroles, though. Things that I can do are in here as well. I can change ingredients to make it more keto and diabetic friendly. It's got chicken gumbo and recipes for soup and steak and vegetables, all kinds of things, and pies. Lots and lots of pies. And it's got pictures in here as well for those that have to have pictures. It is put out by Good Books. It's written by Byler, Lapp, and Kaufman. And they have a really good cover on it telling you all the things that you can find in here. It's got whoopie pies, y'all. It's got a pumpkin whoopie pie. I've got so much pumpkin in the freezer. I'm going to be making some desserts, usually around the holidays for family. So thank you for coming in, Rebecca. I appreciate you being here. So I've got 2 more cookbooks. Well, these are really not too much cookbooks, but and they're a set, but they were in different parts of the book section. And these came from Goodwill. And I paid $2.99 for this one. It's a hardback book. Make your own groceries. And so it is all about prepping and homesteading things. So I thought this would be great. It's got all kinds of recipes in here, y'all. Chef's salt, half the sodium salt, herb salt. Y'all know I love to do those. Then it's got vinegars and seasonings, and it was such a used book, y'all. Look at this. It's such a used book, but I can glue the binding. That's no problem. Sloppy Joe seasoning mix, and just all kinds of things that you can do. And a lot of these recipes can be made ahead. And so I thought that was a great book to put on my shelf with all my cookbooks and stuff. And y'all, I'll be using recipes out of this for sure on this channel. And then the second book that goes with this is a paperback book. It's Make a Mixed Cookery. And so it's got all kinds of mixes and stuff. And you can see all the goodies on the back cover. So it's got all kinds of recipes in here for baking mixes and master mixes, breakfast and brunch mixes, breads and rolls, appetizers, soups, main dishes, casseroles, cookies, cakes, more desserts, camping foods, and gifts. So it's got quite a variety in here. Not very many pictures, though. A lot of people like the pictures in the books, but they do have a few pictures sprinkled in. And this was written in I think it was 1979, if I remember correct. I think it was on the hardcover of the other book. Yeah, this was 1978. The other book was 1979. So this book is around 40 years old. So it's got all kinds of recipes that you can put together as a mix. And then it gives you the instructions to cook it. The bread, I noticed the breads, they would add the shortening to it. I don't know if I would add the shortening now to store on a shelf, but they did. It's also got a recipe in here, I think, for rice-a-roni, but it's got spaghetti sauce seasoning, taco seasonings, homemade dressing mixes, just all kinds of great recipes. Yeah, they got a chicken-flavored rice mix in here, kind of similar to the box stuff that we would buy in the store. So really great recipes. And I'm looking forward to pulling some of these out and doing them and seeing how they go. It's got a chicken coating recipe. Now, I have a fried chicken seasoning that I did on my channel, and I love it. We use it on everything. We don't just use it for that. So a lot of great recipes in here. Taco dip. It's got a basic wine sauce in here for people that like wine sauce. Cream of chicken soup in here, alphabet soup, spaghetti and meatballs, and all kinds of things in here. So great recipe. Even tells you how to build a gingerbread house. Great stuff. I think in the back of this, it might be the other one. The other one has cleaning products. And so I'm doing cleaning hacks too, so that was a great find for me to find recipes. I love this picture at the back. Isn't that cute? Love that. And it gives you recipes for camping. So it gives you a 3-day breakfast, lunch, and supper meal plan. It also gives you an idea of gifts that you can make from this book. Hey, Tiffany, welcome in. And this one has beauty aids and cleaning aids and much, much more. So this one also has baby food recipes in the back. It's got baby food and everything that you would want to feed a child in here. It's got 9 food items for cat food, dog food, remedies for both. Scented moisture bath, what you would use to make that. Bath to bath powder deodorant. Your own shampoos, muscle relief rub, things like that, antacids. Laundry, how to make laundry starch, Play-Doh, and stuff like that. A lot of recipes for different things. Let's see what else was back here, because there was something else. Oh, I guess that was it. Italian ices. A lot of great recipes. Hey, Sue with the Bud Files, welcome in. So that was that book, and then this is the companion book. Companion book. And then the Amish Christmas cookbook. So great recipes, y'all. And I'm always looking for recipe books. The 1896 Fannie Farmer recipes with Luann that I'm hosting. We're going to be giving away some vintage cookbooks. I'm pretty sure I've got plenty of cookbooks that I can part with, and they're great recipes. And I think we all need to try to find some good, wholesome foods that we can feed our family. These always come in handy, y'all, always. And the 1896 Fannie Farmer collaboration is going on until December the 30th. We're going to give a giveaway the first week of January, so y'all be on the lookout for that. It'll probably be on my live or on her live. I'm not sure how we're going to do it, but we're going to do it. And again, must be present to win, because we want you to be actively involved in this. If you haven't done a video yet and you want to participate, but you don't have a Fannie Farmer cookbook recipe, or you haven't gone online and looked for one, you can use a family favorite scratch recipe. Just put it in the description box of your video. Go to the playlist and watch the videos and get involved in all of that. The more you comment, you need to leave a comment on each video that's involved in that. The more you comment, guess what? The more entries. And we're going to have a lot of fun with that, I think. So I'm going to be pulling some cookbooks that are vintage out of my collection, and we'll find out who the winners are, because I think we all are winners anyway. Hey, Jan, welcome in. So, y'all, health is on my mind. I am doing a partial keto. I am not sure I can do a full keto at this time. Christy wants us to pray for her. She has a blown head gasket in her car, and she really need to get supplies. I'm sorry, Christy. Be praying about that. So health is on my mind. Cooking is always on my mind. Crafting's on my mind. Y'all, I've got a lot of food to get through today. Turnip greens are in my future, my near future, y'all. I'm going to be sorting and cleaning turnip greens today and hopefully get it all canned today. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to put the video out or not, because I've got a lot of greens to get through. But it will be something good on our pantry shelf for the winter months, and I look forward to having them there. Yeah, we're going to be praying for Christy to get those repairs done and to get whatever she needs as far as supplies, be able to get those done. Christy, if I had a vehicle right now, I'd come pick you up and I'd take you in a heartbeat, but we all have the one vehicle now, so it's at my husband's job. I thank everybody for coming through. Hey, Pups and Crochet. I guess I'm going to go for a few more minutes. We have a lot of collaborations that Nightbot has been dropping, and I hope that y'all go check out all of those collaborations. A lot of them are open. We have several that are coming up in October. I think my first week of October, I have 3 to put out, 3 videos. So I'm excited about that. Um, oh, wow, Christy, I'm sorry. I know how it is when your car is down. It's so hard. And we're living in the country. You know, we're not in a big city or anything. It's not like we're within walking distance of some stores. So, yes, we'll definitely be praying about that. Pray for my friend Sherry at the antique mall, that God will heal her body. But she's prepared either way. I'm excited about that as well for her, that she has made that choice to follow Jesus a long time ago. And that her mom was a naturalist. That was just amazing to come across somebody like that locally. I told her, I said, you know what? If I was you, I would type that up, that book up, and I would publish it. I said that may help you pay for some of your medical treatments, and it may come in handy. So I hope she will do that. Anyway, it's been a fun time with y'all this morning. I've gone through a lot of stuff. I like doing these vertical lives. I think the reason that YouTube decided to do this is because most people are on their cell phone. And so when they run the shorts, these will fall in the shorts and you get more views. So it may not be a lot of views at the beginning, but over time the views will increase because I've gained friends through this. I've gained watch time through this. So it's something I'm going to continue to do. Even though it's got its glitches, I'm going to continue to do this. I am looking forward to fall, officially being fall, and for the winter months to come and for some downtime. But y'all, my freezers are full. So guess what? There's really no downtime for me. I've got to get stuff out of those freezers and get them either canned, dehydrated, or something to prolong the use of the foods. Pumps and crochet, I went through a whole list of things, little pamphlets. I know they're not crochet, but things like this that I might be giving away in the future. So tell all your friends out there that when I hit my 2K, I'm probably going to have some craft items that I'm going to gift as well. And I know that Storyteller Donnie and Joy are going to gift one of their original paintings. That will be exciting. And if anybody else wants to get on board and gift items for any of these collaborations that I'm doing, all you have to do is email me, tell me what the item is, or send me a little picture of it. And that will be a lot of fun. So Scarecrow 24 is coming to an end. September the 30th, I will be doing a live. It will be a live drawing in my live on October the 2nd at 9:55 a.m. Central Time. And you have to be present to win. Even people that come into the chat that have not participated may win a prize. The collaborators may win a prize. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And not a lot of prizes, though. I don't have a lot of prizes, but we'll do what we can. And then I'm also doing my drawing for the Fall Fest 24 giveaway on that day for the semifinalist. That person will receive a gift card. And it is for the lower 48 USA only for my channel for that. But if somebody does win that's maybe in Canada or someplace that can receive a gift card, I will send that to them anyway. Yeah. And let's see, there's September's going on with, I think, Mennonite Farmhouse. I forget who all's involved in that, but that's always a great collaboration. You always get great soup recipes in that. We're going to have a Souptober hosted by Gail Southern Living, and I believe Heather's involved in that one, Milk and Honey Heritage Farms. So that one is a closed collaboration with those two, and we're going to have lots and lots of soup recipes and that. What else? What else? There's so many that I'm involved in. I'm telling you, I can't keep up. But I have them all on my calendar. I think I missed something, Deanna, so um, we'll be keeping both you and Christy in our prayers. I want to thank everybody for coming in. I don't want to keep you too long this morning because I do have a lot of busyness to do. Deanna, you have 3 dogs and 5 cats. Oh my goodness. Bless you, honey. Okay, it must be a hurricane coming in, so I will definitely be praying about that. Matter of fact, let's close it out in prayer for our friends in Florida and for this storm that's coming. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for the many blessings that you have bestowed upon us. Father, thank you for the friends that come through chat today. Father, help Christy either get her car fixed, get a new car or something, Father, and help her to get the supplies that she needs to survive, Father. And we're praying for those in Florida, and Deanna, Miss Nora, and others that might be in the way of this hurricane season. Father, that you will protect them and keep them all safe, including their pets, Father. Father, we thank you for your daily provisions, for the things that you have taught us. I am so grateful for this place called YouTube and for the many friends that I have forged here. And for the like-minded friends that are Christians, Father, I really am truly amazed, and I thank you for them. Be with Miss Sherry as she undergoes the treatments for cancer, Father, and any unspokens that might be in the house today. Be with us, guide us, and direct us, all in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. Thank you, my friends, for coming in. Deanna's having a live in 45 minutes from Pensacola. She's on the coast, so y'all go by and check her out. Be blessed, everybody, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.